As a minimalist, I try to be intentional about what I'm buying and bringing into my home and into my life. I am not perfect at it, but I try my best. However, there are two seasons of the year where I always feel a bit more tempted to buy stuff I don't need. And the first is around October, November, where, the weather gets cooler and there's Black Friday and Christmas and all that stuff coming up. And the second time of the year is right now at the start of spring, when the weather finally gets more cheerful and it feels like this fresh start. So maybe we want to refresh our home or update our wardrobe or buy a bunch of cute things to take with us to the beach or to the park. So I feel like this is the perfect time to make a little list and share 20 things that I am not buying this spring and summer season. Of course, this list is very personal to me, so they may not all apply to you, and that is fine. But my hope with this video is that it can also inspire you to come up with some things for yourself that you are always just tempted to buy around this time of the year that maybe this year you would like to skip, helping you to save some money and buy less clutter. Because there are so many fun ways that we can celebrate the start of spring without us going out and buying a bunch of things. We don't have to consume and buy stuff in order to enjoy the springtime. So let's talk about it. The first thing I will not be buying this spring or summer is white pants. And that goes for any kind of pants, whether it's linen, white jeans, shorts. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's include tops as well, because white is a tricky color. And every year when the spring and summer season starts, you see white pants, or at least I do, in many places. And I have to admit that I think they look great. They look, I don't know, so like fresh and airy, and I get why people like them. But the thing with white pants that I have learned just through trial and error is it is so difficult to keep them clean. Either you walk on grass in like a park or something, you get grass stains on them, or I don't know, I sometimes spill food mostly on my pants usually, or things like that. And I've also found when you use sunscreen, it tends to really stain white clothing. So as much as I love the look of white pants and also white tops, it's just not super practical. So I do have two white tops already, and so far so good, they're still clean. So okay, but I'm gonna learn from the whole white pants thing, and just I don't think that they are for me. And I'm also just always a little bit worried, like, are they see-through? Can you see my underwear? It's just, yeah, I don't 100% feel comfortable in them. Number two is sunglasses. And that is because I already have one pair of sunglasses that I really like. I wear these all the time. And I don't feel like, for me, it is necessary to own multiple pairs of sunglasses, even though that's like a thing that you can style your outfit with a certain kind of sunglasses. I just prefer having one. I think that these look kind of cool. And yeah, I don't feel like I need more. I don't remember when I got these. It must have been like around 4 years ago. I did make sure that these have proper UV protection for your eyes and stuff, because that's important. I'm also not the type to lose sunglasses or sit on them accidentally or something. I'm scared of actually now sitting on my sunglasses, because I just said I'm not doing that, but you know what I mean? Like, I think one pair is enough for me. All right, number three is the big one for me, and that is anything like decor-wise. Spring cute pastel stuff, spring pillowcases. Every time spring starts, I always feel so happy and cheerful, and it makes me want to have all the springy stuff with like the flower decors and all the cute pastel colors. Case in point, I already got 2 of these last week at the HEMA, and I think they are very cute, and I have said that I'm not buying this stuff this year. In my things I'm not buying in 2025 video. So I got 2 of these, and I won't get any more. But I just saw these and I thought they were so cute, and I knew that they would look so cute with a matcha latte in them, which they do. So I'm happy with these. But it was a good lesson for me that this is my weakness, this stuff. And I already saw so many more cute pastel decor thingies. I saw wonderful water glasses with actual like painted on flowers and things. No more. I'm not buying it. And if you enjoy switching out things in your home every time a new season is starting, switching out the pillowcases or making it a little bit more like autumny or springy, more power to you. Definitely do that. But I personally think that if you buy new things for that every time there's a new season. You're gonna be buying a lot of stuff and it's just not really necessary. Number 4 is self-tanning stuff. I have not used a self-tan in a long time, but every year when the spring starts, I'm always just a little bit more self-conscious of the fact that I don't have a tan, because this is what I look like year-round. I do not get a tan in the summertime. My skin does not tan. And people have always commented when the spring and the summertime is here and I go out in my regular clothes, they're like, did you not get any sun? Or like, where's your tan? Or why are you so pale? So every year I always have to kind of make the conscious decision, no, this is what I look like. It's absolutely fine. If people have opinions about it, they can keep them to themselves. And I am not going to go and use a self-tan just because I'm self-conscious. I don't enjoy self-tanning. If I did, it would be a different story, of course. But I don't like the stuff. I don't like that it stains my clothes and my towels and everything else. I don't think I look good with a self-tan. Maybe I haven't used the right stuff, I don't know. But I just don't feel like tanning is something that I want in my life, whether it's actual tanning or self-tanning. It's just not my thing. And I want to celebrate that. So every year I kind of have to tell myself like, okay, it's fine. I can go out, I can be comfortable being myself, and I don't have to get a tan. Again, if you enjoy self-tanning or like anything I say in this video, it is absolutely fine. This is my personal list. So definitely take from this list what works for you and leave the rest. Number 5 is kind of related to that, and that is pantyhose. Same thing every time I go out in the summer and I show a bit of leg. People comment like, why are you so pale? And I used to, for a very long time, always wear pantyhose, even when it was like actually hot. I would be very uncomfortable, but at least I didn't feel so self-conscious about my legs being so pale. And a couple years ago, I made the decision, I would just want to be comfortable in the summer. I'm not actually like a summer person. I get really hot, and like summer is not usually my season. My favorite season of the year is spring. So I'm not going to make it any more difficult for myself by wearing uncomfortable pantyhose in the summer. And I love that I now feel absolutely fine and confident just being with like a skirt or a dress or something and not wearing pantyhose. Number 6 is canvas tote bags. Something that you always see this time of year, and I think tote bags and canvas bags are so cute, and they always have some kind of funny print on it, or it's like, I don't know, I always really like that look of canvas tote bags. But 2 things. One is that I find them really hard to actually use as a bag for like my outfit, because I prefer my bag to be closed off with like a zipper or like a backpack situation where people can't just grab in there for safety reasons, and also just stuff cannot fall out. And I just prefer something that's actually like closed up and easier to work with. And number 2 is that I have one canvas tote bag. My boyfriend has one too. So when we go out and buy something that we didn't expect, that we do have a bag to put it into. I don't have to buy a plastic bag from the store. So I just put it in my tote bag that I always carry with me in my purse or backpack, whatever I'm using that day. So we each have one, and I feel like that's enough, because actually the canvas tote bags are, you know, kind of like an eco-conscious swap for single-use bags, but they still take resources to make. So if you have 20 different canvas tote bags lying around that you're not using, it kind of defeats the purpose. So as much as I enjoy a tote bag on other people, and I always really like seeing the ones that are in the stores right now, I'm going to refrain from buying them. Number 7 is vases, something else that you see all over the stores around springtime. And I love me some flowers, but I don't really buy them often. I have this tradition of buying once some tulips when the season starts. I already did that this year, and I have enough vases. I think I have 3 vases of different sizes, because sometimes people give me flowers, like my boyfriend for our anniversary, or my parents for my birthday, or things like that. So sometimes I get flowers. I have a vase for each kind of bouquet someone gives me in terms of sizes, and I feel like that's enough. But just like with these kinds of things, I am a sucker for home decor and things like that, and the spring vases are always so cute. So I have to purposefully refrain from buying more vases. Number 8 is spring makeup palettes, spring colored nail polishes, things like that. I've been down that road when I was younger, and I would try all the cute like springy eyeshadows and pastel yellow nail polishes and things like that, and I just don't feel like they're my thing. Some people are really good with makeup and they make any color look fantastic, but I'm not really that person. I like to keep it really like simple. So I know of myself, if I buy them, then I'm not going to use them up, and I already have one eyeshadow palette with neutrals that I use, and I want to keep it at just one because I actually use that up and that is a good thing. And I don't know what it is right now, but matcha is so popular. Everything is matcha now. And I just saw yesterday an advertisement for makeup palette with matcha colors, and she was wearing green and drinking a cup of matcha, and I was like, everything is matcha now, but do people actually drink matcha? Because I love matcha, but I'm not about to like do matcha eyeshadow. Number 9 is clothing items that don't allow me to breathe or swell up in the summer heat. As I said before, I'm not exactly a summer person. When the weather gets kind of warm, I get a little bit uncomfortable, and it's just not my season physically. I always get a little bit like a headache, and I feel a little bit bloated, and I just want to be comfortable when the weather gets warmer. And so I'm going to refrain from buying any clothing. I actually have a low buy going on for clothing anyway, but specifically for the summertime, I want to be able to wear something that stretches or that is a looser fit, where I feel like I can breathe and move and I'm not like closed in the summer heat, because I really don't like that. Number 10 is shorts, and something that you see now that is apparently quite trendy. Micro shorts or micro skirts, where it's like a skirt and short combination. I have one pair of shorts and I only wear them when it's actually hot. I like shorts, but I don't wear them that often, so I feel like one pair of shorts is enough for me. I always get wear out of them every summer. They still fit, they still look fine, and they actually cover my butt, which I like. So definitely wear what you like and what you feel comfortable in. I personally am not really comfortable if I feel like my butt cheeks are kind of showing or if I have to worry with like a dress or something, if a wind blows it up. I like to be, I like to make sure that I'm covered in every possible scenario, if that makes sense. So I have these shorts and I do feel comfortable in them, and I feel like one pair is enough. Number 11 is vacation clothes. So by that I mean actually going shopping for a vacation or a trip. I know that this is super common, and I'm not actually like against it or anything. I feel like especially when it's more like a special trip, you want to look nice and make the most of it, so I get it. But for me, again, with travel, I kind of just want to feel comfortable, and I have let go of that stress of needing to look perfect when I'm traveling. I don't have to look perfect in the pictures. I don't have to have a very cute, styled, different outfit every day. I just don't care about that when I'm traveling. I care about other stuff. I care about, being there and experiencing it, and I like to look put together, obviously, but I can just bring the clothing that I already own. I don't personally feel the need to go shopping for new clothes, specifically for a trip. And so that's something I don't really do. I just bring what I have and what kind of fits the weather type over there, and I feel like that's fine. Number 12 is mini cosmetics. I don't know if these are a thing where you live, but I feel like this isn't a typical Dutch thing. I feel like these are probably everywhere, where you have the mini toothpaste or the mini shower gel or the mini, everything that you can bring in a mini size from those same brands. The reason I don't buy these things is that they tend to be quite more expensive when you look at it, like when you compare it to the real size, because they're a lot smaller and also, of course, more wasteful that way. So I feel like I would prefer, if I'm going to only be bringing a small amount of a certain product with me, which I always bring only the products that I actually cannot live without, and all the other stuff I leave at home. But I need a nice moisturizer for my face, for example. So I will bring one of those reusable small things with the lid that you can just refill with your favorite products. And then when you get back home, you clean them, you can use them again. And I think that's much better. Number 13, staying in the vacationing section of this video, is souvenirs. And I have said many times on this channel that I don't buy actual like souvenirs anymore, but I would always buy a fridge magnet. One of those like super tacky souvenir fridge magnets of the place that we went to, and we have a bunch of them already collected from all our different trips around the world. I think we have like around maybe 15 or 20 fridge magnets. And then we moved in here and our fridge is now built into our kitchen and the fridge magnets don't stick. So I don't have anywhere to stick the magnets to currently, and it's not important enough for me to go out and buy like a whiteboard or something to stick my fridge magnets to. So I now have a little box in my sentimental stuff box filled with trip fridge magnets, and I just don't think that it would serve any purpose for me to get any more. So ever since we moved in here, I haven't bought any fridge magnets on vacation anymore. When it is a special trip, what I prefer to do is go out and look for something that's actually functional and doesn't scream like tacky souvenir that is made in probably not the best of circumstances, but is actually something that I can use. Like for example, I have this water glass with a Totoro in it engraved that I bought in Tokyo one day. Or I have my OV chip card holder that I bought in Tokyo one day. So it's like different things that you actually use in your everyday life that you buy somewhere else in the world. That is something that I can get behind, but actual souvenirs I'm not going to buy anymore. Number 14 is Easter decor. I actually have really nice like childhood memories with Easter decor because my mom and I would buy these Easter branches and you hang these like Easter eggs in all the pastel colors on the branches and things. So I have always kind of liked them, and I always like those little chickens with the like the chicks, the yellow Easter chickies. I think like all that stuff is really cute. However, nowadays I just look at them in the stores because they are everywhere, so I can still kind of like get my cute on. I can't believe I said that. And like enjoy the Easter decor without actually buying it for myself, because I don't actually want to have it in my home and then take out every year. It's the same with Christmas stuff. I always don't buy Christmas decor either. I don't want to buy spring decor either. And we also personally don't really celebrate Easter, so I feel like it doesn't have a point to engage in the consumer part of something. Because it doesn't necessarily mean anything to me personally. Number 15 is ballet flats and summer heels. I don't know what it is about ballet flats, but I just don't like wearing them. I have really tried with the summer shoes. I don't like that they barely cover my feet. I don't like that they're super thin. They don't offer me any support. Somehow, always my heels hurt, even in the ones that aren't supposed to hurt your heels. I'm just not a ballet flat girly. I also don't like to wear summer heels. As much as I like that look on others, usually I just wear my regular sneakers in the summertime too. And you know, that's just what I'm most comfortable in. I have them already. So I'm not buying any like ballet flats, flip-flops, sandals, summer heels. It's just not for me. Number 16 is foundation. I have worn foundation on my face ever since I was maybe like 15, 16, something like that, and it has never bothered me. I've always enjoyed wearing a little bit of foundation. It gives a good coverage and I've always enjoyed it. Except for the summertime, because foundation is really annoying when you have to combine it with things like sunscreen and when you're sweating and you cannot reapply stuff, and if you reapply your sunscreen, it gets into your foundation. So during the summertime, I kind of avoid foundation. And recently I found a very nice replacement for it, and this is actually skincare. It's like a serum with a little bit, like it's a little bit tinted, so it does give you a little bit of coverage. And I have actually stopped buying foundation ever since I started using this one. When did I start? I think I used this since like December or something, and I've used this every day since then. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm not being paid for this. They only send me this for free, which I do really appreciate. It is the Typology Tinted Serum. I use Type 1 Fair. It also has vitamin C and aloe vera, and I like this a lot better nowadays than actual foundation on my skin. And I've been wearing this one in my videos ever since around December, I think, and I haven't used my foundation once since then. I only have a little bit of their concealer as well underneath my eyes, and then this stuff on the rest of my face. It feels really hydrating for my skin, and yeah, it feels a lot lighter and fresher in the warmer weather than foundation. Number 17 is water bottles. You can buy water bottles, of course, all year round, but I always feel like this time of year you see them way more. And again, they often look kind of cute and pastel-y. And of course, I don't have any problem with water bottles. I think it's great if you have a reusable one. Definitely a fan of water bottles, but I have enough and I don't want to fall into that spring consumer trap of buying like a cute spring water bottle, because I already have them. So I have this water bottle, which actually matches my shirt perfectly for like just bringing my water. And if I want to keep something hot or cool, then I have this thermos, which I know is not the cutest. It doesn't have the cute spring vibes, but I'm telling you, this one is amazing. It works, it doesn't leak. I can put this in my backpack and it goes like this when I'm on the train and stuff, and it doesn't matter because I know that this one will not leak. It keeps my drinks cool or warm for like 12 hours and I think this is amazing. So I'm not going to purchase another one just for the like spring aesthetics if I have something this good that already is in my cupboards and I can just use. Number 18 is tops that I can't wear a regular bra in. This is another one of those trial and error things that I found out about myself. When you see this kind of season, there's this off the shoulder tops. There are I don't even know what they're called, like no shoulder tops. Anyway, you cannot wear like a regular bra in there. You have to do a strapless bra or no bra or things like that. And I've experimented with all of these things. I've had the strapless bra, I had the sticker bra and everything else. And I just learned about myself that I'm a regular bra person. I enjoy wearing a regular bra more so than all the other kinds. And number 19 is also one of those trial and error things, maxi dresses that go down to the floor. Kind of the same reason with the white pants. It's just annoying to have to keep clean, and especially with the maxi dresses. I don't know where you live, but I think the streets here near where I live, especially in the bigger cities, are kind of disgusting. And also I go by subway a lot and the subways are disgusting. So I'm always just like pulling up my dress so that it's not touching the floor, especially when you're sitting down. It's like all over the floor with those maxi things. And it just grosses me out, the thought. So mid-level skirts and dresses are my preferred go-to option. All right, number 20, the last one for today's video, is actually not a thing that you can buy, but it is a mindset that you can buy into that I did want to include in the video, because this is a thing for me every year and maybe also relatable for you watching. And it is a mindset that I don't want to buy into, and I haven't bought into for years now, and I really enjoy it. So let me just share it. It is the mindset that because spring is coming and summer is coming, we need to somehow change something about ourselves. We need to lose weight, or we need to get a tan, or we need to hit the gym, or we need to do something else. I always was a little bit insecure, and I used to always get a little bit worried when the season started. As much as I love seeing the sun and the birds and the grass and the trees, the thing always was on my mind, like, I'm going to be wearing fewer clothes, I'm going to be showing a bit more skin, and it made me feel uncomfortable about all my insecurities. And so it kind of put a damper on the season for me. And ever since a couple years ago, I decided no more of that. I don't have to get a bikini ready. I don't even own a bikini, but that's besides the point. I don't have to lose weight. I don't have to do Pilates to, I don't know, strengthen my booty or whatever. I don't have to change anything about myself. I can just go out and enjoy the season just as I am. And it is so freeing. So I did want to mention it in the video. If you are worried about the season starting and maybe wearing a bit less clothes and showing a bit more skin, and you're thinking like maybe I need to lose 5 more pounds or you need to do something to change it by yourself, you have my permission to not. If you want to do those things, then that is fine, but please do them for you and not for other people or for the season, because you are absolutely fine just the way you are, and you deserve to enjoy this wonderful season of sweat and wasps. But okay, spring is nice. Spring is nice. Hi, so I'm actually in the process of putting all my filming stuff away after just having filmed this video, and I just thought of another one that you might really want to hear as well. I am not going to purchase any organization tools for spring cleaning. I mean cleaning machines, like cleaning appliances, storage containers, any kind of like spring cleaning paraphernalia. I think that this time of year is always really tempting to go out and refresh our home and do the spring cleaning, which is great. I'm a big fan of spring cleaning, but I want to try and just use what I already have, because I don't think that there is going to be a single spring cleaning solution that is going to revolutionize my home, as they always promise, or revolutionize my cleaning routine or my organization stuff. I think I have everything that I need, which is not that much, just the basics. So if you recognize this, you often fall into this trap, then this could be a good reminder for you too. All right, we've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around all this time until the end. And I really want to know from you, what is something that you are not going to be buying this spring and summer season? It's always funny how much opportunity there is to buy into things like this. There's so much stuff that we can buy for any kind of occasion. So let me know in the comments. I would love to know. I also have a little bit of an announcement, and that is that I will be taking some time off. So I have a vacation coming up for the rest of April. I will be not working, which also means that there's not going to be a new video from me for a little while until I'm back in May. I always do this once a year where I take a really good break and do some other things and not think about work, and it's always really nice. If you want to keep in touch, there's 2 things you can do. One is subscribe to my free newsletter, simplehappyzen.com/newsletter, where you can sign up and you will get a newsletter from me when I'm back. So you won't miss it, because sometimes YouTube doesn't show the new video when it's out to every subscriber. So if you are subscribed to my newsletter, then you will not miss it when I get back from my break. And the second thing you could consider doing is joining us on Patreon, patreon.com/simplehappyzen, because there is a huge backlog of videos on there that you can catch up on during my break if you want, because I've been posting 2 exclusive videos a month over there on Patreon for years. So I think there's like 126 something videos on there that you could catch up on if you want. There are vlogs, there are tea time chats, deep dives into minimalism and simple living. And by joining, it's also a great way to support the channel, because my patrons help this channel to exist and to keep existing. So if you are able and willing, then you can always join. It's $5 a month. You can join and cancel anytime. So link is in the description box as well. I want to wish you all a wonderful start to spring. And if you are somewhere in the world where autumn is starting, then I'm both kind of jealous of you and also not, because I do like spring. But then I wish you a wonderful start of autumn. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. It means so much to me. And as much as I'm looking forward to taking a little break, I also cannot wait to get back to working again in May. So I'll see you all again really soon. Bye bye. Do you also get this way? Every time spring starts, I'm so happy because I love the spring season, but I also don't really want to say goodbye to my winter jackets.